Hello and welcome to the Midibits tuned percussion overview. Midibits is a powerful tool that allows you to record MIDI performances into Contact, and with the press of a key you can play those performances back. So with this video I would like to quickly show you how to get two MIDI techniques into Contact and have it interact with our timpani, which is a tuned percussion instrument. So I have Logic here as my sequencer with the World Percussion 2.0 timpani loaded. I've created two different MIDI techniques, 1 and 2. I'll just play them back for you now. One, 2. The next aim is to get these into Contact and have them play back when I hit a key on the keyboard. First we need to access the Midibits page by clicking on the spanner icon. Next we need to select the record mode. Now we can record the MIDI performances into Midibits, but make sure that the two MIDI techniques start on the first beat of a bar and that there is a bar gap between each technique. Now we press play in the sequencer. As you can see, Midibits was able to capture all the MIDI data from the sequencer. Lastly, we have to assign the two techniques to keys on the keyboard, and for the note's pitch to adjust depending on which key is pressed. So Zone 1 will be for MIDI Technique 1. So we have to go to the Zone page. And Zone 2 will be for MIDI Technique 2. It's important that we choose a set of keys without samples assigned to. So Zone 1, which is MIDI Technique 1, will start from C0 to B0. So you click on Set Start Key, make that C0, and Set End Key, B0. And as you can see down here, it's assigned that MIDI technique to these set of keys. Now, the pattern can stay on 0 as the first bit of MIDI information was captured at bar 0, and the length should be set to -1. This tells Midibits how long the pattern runs for. So before we begin playing, make sure record mode is switched to playback mode. Now I'll just play out this technique that we recorded. As you can see, Midibits changes pitch when playing a key within the designated range. And on to Technique 2. For this we'll need to go to Zone 2. As MIDI Technique 1 is assigned from C0 to B0, MIDI Technique 2 will need to be assigned from C1 to B1. So we'll go Set Start Key, C1, Set End Key, B1. Once again, you can see MIDI Technique 2 has now been assigned to its own set of keys. The pattern begins at bar 2, so we'll set that to 2. And the length is -4. If I put a positive figure for the length, it would just loop for that same duration. So I'll have a quick play. Now that everything is done, we can save the instrument. I'd recommend calling it something different just to be safe. This is a very useful feature and opens up a number of creative possibilities. Thanks for listening.